Greetings Earthlings, Robo here, and today I thought I would introduce you to a funny little game that I only recently discovered, and I actually think it's pretty cool. It is called Clicker Heroes, and it is basically another one of these idle games that I've been discovering only recently. And if you've seen either of the introduction videos that I've made about Realm Grinder or Soda Dungeon, and if you happened to try those and if you liked it, this is the kind of game that you might enjoy because it's kind of similar to those games in that regard, and I'll show you exactly what I mean. First of all, super basic gameplay. Check this out. I'm just clicking and killing these little thingies here, okay? And as you can see, there's gold that is falling to the ground. You can mouse over the gold to pick it up just like so, or if you just wait a while, it will pick itself up automatically. As you can see, I've completed 10 out of 10 of the forest level. I've recently reset my game so that you can see what it looks like when you start. This is basically pretty much exactly like it is when you start, only that I've reset it a single time. But it starts just like this. You have 0 passive DPS. As you can see over here, DPS, for those who don't know, means damage per second, okay? But if you hire, say, Sid the Helpful Adventurer, for example, well, it still says 0 DPS, 0 passive DPS. It shouldn't now, but it does. We're going to jump to the second level here. As you can see, Forest level 2 and 1 out of 10. So, continuing to kill these silly little monsters here. And silly is a word that I find accurately describes games like this. There's something so simplistic to the point where it's kinda silly and a little bit pointless, or at least that's how it feels at first. You kind of are like, what the hell is this stupid little simple game that I'm playing, and why am I playing it? Which, you know, I think that's a fair question. But I'll tell you, the more and more you play these games, the more layers they unlock. Like, for example, this thing here did not have this when I started, but here it is now. I'm gonna take it. Start a quest. Oh, reward +1 new mercenary, time 8 hours. See, I have not even seen this yet. I'm not even quite sure exactly what any of this implies yet. But anyways, I'm gonna get back to the basics of the game first. So I've unlocked Sid the Helpful Adventurer here. And I can just continue to level this guy up at the cost of this gold here. Click, 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 collect the gold. A little bit of a recurring theme here. Alright, Forest level 4. As you can see, I've got a slightly different background and I've got some new little creatures here. And the creature models are kind of cute, you know. They've got this little silly little cartoony look to them. Anyways, yeah, as far as aesthetics go, like, the game is quite presentable, I find. It looks kind of nice, it's colorful. It's got this kind of sort of childish sort of quality to it, I guess you could say. I just killed the boss. Okay. Anyways, so back to Sid the Helpful Adventurer. Gonna level this guy up to 10, and as you can see now we've got big clicks here that unlocks. So I'm gonna go ahead and take that. And now my clicks actually deal a lot more damage. You can see there's a timer on the boss, but anyways, I can kill him quite easily and farm a little bit of gold and just rinse and repeat this for a while. Or I can go ahead and jump to the forest level 5. Alright then, so I'm gonna go ahead and hire the tree beast now for 50. Bam. So now you can see I have 6 passive DPS here. Okay? So now you can see that this guy's health is actually automatically lowering. So once you hit this stage of the game, which as you could see was relatively quick, the game will actually begin to play itself. And the point of getting these level ups for these guys and unlocking these little upgrades and stuff, basically everything is to just kill these guys faster, which gives you gold, which allows you to level up your little guys here, which at the first 10 levels you got this one that unlocks, and then after that it's every level 25, or every level that's divisible by 25 becomes the standard increment, and then you can basically get like a new upgrade from this adventurer. So I need to level this guy up to 25. Do I have enough? Nope, not yet. But I could probably easily level this guy up to 10 rather quickly. As you can see, now my passive DPS up here in the corner is up to 30 already. So these guys are already kind of too easy. So I'm going to go on to the next place, Drylands, level 7, and start going up the ladder here. And as you progress, you get more gold, which allows you to level up these guys, which gives you more gold, which allows you to get upgrades, which gives you more gold, which allows you to go further and get more gold. So it's just this ridiculous perpetual motion machine of gold grinding. And that's kind of silly and seemingly quite pointless. But you know what? I've already actually sank quite a few hours into this game, which is a little shocking because something this simple and this silly and this stupid seeming actually starts to get kind of addictive as you go. See, now I can get Ivan the Drunken Brawler. Boom, gonna take him 1 level. And I can, what do I need? I need 500 gold for this fertilizer upgrade, which will up the DPS of the tree beast. That sounds relatively simple. So I'm just gonna spam click here. At any point you can actually click on these guys to accelerate the process, or you can just leave it alone. As you can see, now I'm not clicking, and they will just increasingly faster and faster as you progress. They will just automatically die, and you will automatically collect the gold. If you just let it sit there for a while, it's going to collect by itself. See, I'm not going to touch the gold, but it picked it up. There you go. So at this stage the game, now I'm up to 146 passive DPS, 44 click damage. So again, I can click to make things die faster, but I don't have to. I can just sit here and my passive DPS is going to kill these guys. Alright, I'm going to go up to stage 9 now, and they're a little bit tougher, but you know, I can deal with that by boosting my DPS. So, you know, take a few more levels perhaps of this guy, and as you go you get more and more and more of these guys that unlock. So let's keep going with that. Actually, let's see if we can level this guy now up to 25. Nope, not yet. But as soon as I get this guy up to 25, I'll be able to unlock Clickstorm, which is actually an active skill, as you'll see in a moment. And that's it. They just keep adding more and more layers to this silly game, and it actually at some point becomes quite engaging. Towards the end of the last world that I had before I re-rolled it, it was actually kind of nuts. But rather than tell, I'm going to show. I'm going to show you what that looks like. So this episode might actually run a little bit long, but it's for the purpose of showing how such a seemingly simple game can actually evolve as you go and add new layers to it and new levels of intrigue. So I'm going to go ahead and take one. Well, I'm going to hire this Brittany Beach Princess, and my DPS just shot up. Alright, so okay, and up here you see I'm on Drylands level 9. When I go to 10 there's going to be a boss. But you know what? I want that upgrade first. I want to get, what is it? Where is it? Clickstorm. I want to get the Clickstorm first, so I can use it to defeat the boss. I'm going to level this guy up to 25, and now I can put 1 point on Clickstorm. Bam. Well, not put a point. You unlock Clickstorm at this point. So you can see here I have it right here. It's a 10-minute cooldown. It lasts for 30 seconds and automatically performs 10 clicks per second during that time. So that's pretty cool. I'm going to jump right up to stage 10. Here's the boss, activating Clickstorm. And look at him go. Bam, dead. So I can either just stay here and ride out that full 30 seconds and just kill this. Actually, I'm just going to do that. How about that? I'm just going to kill this guy until Clickstorm runs out. So you can see up there, 9 minutes and 40 seconds left on cooldown. So I have 10 seconds left of Clickstorm. 4, 3, 2, 1, and Clickstorm is over. Now I have to wait another 9.5 minutes before I can use Clickstorm again. But now I can jump up to level 11 and start killing these guys. Now I'm like in a little desert type place. So yeah, the background switches a little bit as you progress, and you'll see new enemies, and they all have these kind of silly little cartoony models, which I think is kind of fun to look at. I like these little cartoony looking guys, you know. And alright, so the Wandering Fisherman. Looks like I can take the Wandering Fisherman. I'm taking him. And of course, as they go, and as these guys unlock, of course, they become more and more expensive to get and to level up. But they will give you more DPS. So the earliest upgrades on these guys are pretty cheap, but to get these guys down here to the same level costs you a lot more. But of course, they equal a lot more DPS. And that's what it's all about. It's about making this passive DPS machine to just kill these little critters to get the gold so you can level up your guys and unlock their upgrades so you can kill things faster, so you can go further. And it's a perpetual motion machine, and it's kind of funny. Alrighty then, so let's go ahead and see if I want to get this here, Thorns. I'm gonna have to get this guy up to level 25. So as I mentioned before, the first upgrade unlocks at level 10, but then after that it's every level divisible by 25. So if I want that next upgrade on Tree Beast, I have to get him up to 25. Then I'm going to need 1,250 gold. And that's real easy. I just got it already. Bam. And so on and so forth. So here we go. See, I can level up Ivan the Drunken Brawler. And I would suggest actually just leveling up the little guys as you get the money, so that you can make that money generation go faster. So getting this guy up to level 10 will allow me to unlock a new thing. Getting him up to 7. Put him up to 8. Almost there. Come on. There we go. And one more. Bam. So now, 2,500 gold, I can up this guy's DPS. And it's silly how simple this is, but it kind of gets you invested. Like, you want to just keep upping these guys and keep unlocking new ones. And there's a little bit more to it than I've said. I mean, that's really just the core basic mechanics of the game, but at some point there's other little things that appear in the background that you can click on. Hopefully we'll get something like that soon so you can see what that looks like. But you know, there's little things that unlock as you go. There's new little things that'll appear that you can spam click and make things happen. You know, then you get this thing here, Summon Ancients, 2 hero souls. That's what I've gotten from my last game that I done. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Summon Ancient. I'm going to take this guy right here. Bam. Cool. So I've just summoned this guy, and he's permanent apparently. And 25% DPS when idle. So if I just leave the game alone for a minute, I start to get that 25% DPS. Sweet. So I feel like that was worth it. I'm going to go ahead and summon another one then. See, this one does the same thing, and I kind of like that. I'm going to take this one. So now it's like, oop, I need more hero souls. Okay. I see how that goes. Okay, each one is more expensive than the last. But that's cool. That's a permanent buff now that I've just unlocked. And it looks like you can level him up too. Yeah, look at that. Neat. Super neato. Alright. Alright, here you can see achievements. So for you guys who like to unlock things like trophies and stuff, achievements, whatever kind of unlockables, there's stuff here for you to unlock. I personally think that can be kind of fun, actually. If you're a completionist, you can go nuts with that. Fortunately, I'm not that nuts about unlocking every single thing, but, you know, there are people like that out there, and if you're one of them, well, here's another game that can give you a lot of stuff to unlock. Generally, the stuff I like to unlock is the stuff that directly influences the gameplay. So, like, if I unlock some kind of trophy that's basically just like, here, congratulations, you have a shiny trophy, I'm kind of meh about that one. But if it gives me some kind of new layer to the game or some kind of new ability or anything that has some kind of change on the gameplay, then suddenly that's something that I feel like unlocking, you know? But, you know, for you completionists, you just go ahead and unlock all these little things that you like just for the fun of it. If that is what you like, then why the hell not? Okay, quite a rant there. Alright, moving on. Ivan the Drunken Brawler. Let's level this girl up to 10. And let's level this guy up to 10 if we can. Nope, can't. Little too expensive right now. But as you can see, now my DPS is up over 2,000. And these little suckers are dying pretty fast. Let's move on to the next place. So, level 14. So, at 15, as there was at 10 and at 5, every level that's divisible by 5 is going to give you a boss. So I'm going to hang out at 14 here for a bit and just farm a little bit more of that money. Gotta get that gold. Gotta get that shiny gold. And actually, you know, let's wait it out. Got 3 minutes left on Clickstorm, and then I'm probably going to be able to kill the boss easily. But yeah, alright, so now I've got enough to get hard cider. That's going to increase Ivan's DPS. Boom, let's do that. So you can see it jumped from, you know, just over 2,000 to 2.6. So that's a significant jump right there. And that's it, man. It's just about improving, making these little improvements as you go. And the game just kind of continuously plays itself, just like it's doing here. And yeah, it's weird. Like I feel kind of dumb for liking these games, like because they're just so simple. But I don't know. There's something addictive about them. It's silly, and there's even 2 of my buddies recently who've started playing stuff like this, and they're reporting the same thing. They're saying there's something oddly addictive about these silly little clicker games, idle clicker games, or whatever you want to call them. I mean, they are idle games and they're clicker games. It's the weirdest thing, man. I can't explain why this is good, but it is. You gotta give it a shot. And of course, it's free to play. And as you progress, there's new layers that peel away like an onion. Ugh, I kind of hate raw onions, but I think the metaphor works here. As you play it, you peel away the layers. And I guess if you're an onion lover, that's a good thing. I personally can't fucking stand raw onions, so I'm gonna drop this metaphor right now. But I think you get where I'm going with this. Like, this very deceptively simple looking, almost stupid looking game can be actually kind of addictive as you play it. So I would recommend giving it a shot. You know, at the very worst, you hate it and you uninstall it. But it's free, so who cares? You know, give it a shot. You might actually like it. As for those other things that appear, I'm not seeing any of them, but every so once in a while you'll get like a puffer fish that'll show up, and when you click it, you have a chance to get a ruby, which in the somewhat short amount of time that I've been playing this, I've managed to get 18 rubies. And as you can see here, you've got some microtransactions that you can just spend some money on, and you can just unlock them immediately. But I don't know, it's kind of cool to just get those rubies by playing, and then you can unlock all these things for free if you're patient. See, when I get 100 rubies, I can get an auto clicker, which is basically like this thing, but permanent. It's just going to constantly add DPS to killing these guys. But, you know, at 30 I can get 3 random gilded heroes, so that, like, apparently it greatly ups the DPS of 3 of your heroes. Here you can see all the different heroes that you can unlock at some point. So, you know, there is some depth to it. So at some point you can buy this thing here, ×2 multiplier to all your damage forever. So there's like at least 3 different things here that appear to be like a permanent buff to your account that you can actually buy just by playing for free without ever spending a dime. So there you go. It's fun, it's free, it's simple, it's oddly addictive, and I would actually recommend that you give it a shot. Again, what's the worst that'll happen? You hate it and you uninstall it. But you might actually find it kind of addictive, as I have so far. Alright, so that's it. That's pretty much going to be the end of this video. That was my introduction to Clicker Heroes, and I hope you liked the video, and I hope you like this game. I actually think you should give it a shot. And yeah, go ahead and hit like, leave me a comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Alright then. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.